When you now log into Elementor.com, you're going to see a new tab called Manage Sites because Elementor have released Manage, which is going to allow us to manage our websites. Now, if you go and click the download plugin, or you could just do a search for Manage Centralized and you can get the plugin over here as well. Either way, it's going to be the same thing. Once you've done that, you want to go to Elementor in your WordPress sidebar. To be honest, you can do this inside the plugin as well, but if you forget to do that, just go over to where you have site management and then go and connect. And as long as you're logged into your Elementor.com account, it just goes through really quickly and easily, like literally split seconds. Now, before I continue, I'm going to go and add in another website. So there you go. I've got another one on there. What we're being told is what the performance score is, how many updates are required, does the theme need updating, what's the WP version, and we have some other information here whereby I can either remove it, which I'm partially hiding with my head here, create some temporary credentials, hand off to the client, view related subscription, or open the WP dashboard. So you can, if you want, go to Elementor.com and completely manage this. But I just want to point out that if I hadn't logged into there and I had just gone straight to site management again, what will happen is that it will just take you to a screen, and then when you click open monitoring, it will transfer you back over to Elementor.com. So if you haven't logged into Elementor.com, you'll have to log in to access that. But it takes you over if you have logged in. Before I go back over to update the plugin aspect of it, you can review the performance score. You can see it on the mobile and desktop. We have an activity log. This is quite interesting because a lot of us do sometimes rely on third-party plugins. We have the ability to do database cleanup. However, you are going to have to upgrade to an Elementor 1 account. So let me just show you what would happen if I did click this. So some aspects are locked away unless you upgrade to an Elementor 1 account. So I want you to understand that you won't have access to everything. So the monitoring I've already touched on, which is your score, your accessibility, your SEO. These are fake dummy websites, by the way, so don't start concentrating on that score. I could, if I want, jump over to another site, or I could just click the back arrow and I will get all of my websites. Let's pretend you've got 100 websites here now. You are very quickly going to see if there's an issue with the performance score or if something needs updating. I'm going to go to the ones where an update is available. Now, this again is where you do need to upgrade if you want to do a multi-pole site update of all your plugins. So if I go and click this square there, and I now want to update, again, you're going to have to upgrade. So if you click the upgrade, it's going to take you back over here, and then you would go and pick your Elementor 1 upgrade subscription. And if I unselect the checkbox, you still won't be able to update those plugins unless you actually go and upgrade, even when you expand on it. I would have liked to see an option where you could update without having to upgrade, because I do think for a lot of people, they would like the ease of that. Now, if you have got an Elementor 1 account, obviously you can do a whole lot more things with it, but I would love to see your views and opinions about this in the comments. If you have got an Elementor 1 account, are you already using this? If you haven't got an Elementor 1 subscription, will you use this or not? I'd love to see that in the comments. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and follow. Catch you later. Take care. Bye.